Hi ladies, how are you? I'm actually here with my 1 week update for oil pulling. If you saw my video last week, I kind of talked to you about the reasons why I'm trying this. It is really because my sister has a lot of oral health issues, and I thought if I would try this with her, she would stay motivated. So I'm happy to say that it has been 1 week, and she has done this every day. I've done this every day as well, except for Sunday. I was really busy in the morning, and I was running late, so I did not get a chance to Sunday. So I've been really consistent, so has she. So I'm really pleasantly surprised we've been able to actually stick to this, and I'm actually pretty happy with what I'm seeing. I started this last Friday, and like I said, the only day I did not do this was Sunday because it was a crazy morning. And I started off using the sesame oil on Friday. I've read that the sesame oil is the strongest and best oil, and this is actually what I bought for my sister. So she has been using the sesame oil all week. I, however, had started off with the coconut oil. I tried the sesame oil and I thought it was just nasty. I'll be completely honest. Not that you swallow the oil, but you do taste it because it kind of touches, your mouth. So you do kind of taste it, and I did not like the taste of this. I think because I started off with coconut oil, I kind of liked the coconut taste, and the sesame oil, it just grossed me out. So I did the sesame oil on Friday, and then on Saturday, I immediately went back to the coconut oil. I could not handle it. I might try still to alternate and maybe do this 1 day a week, just because I've read that it is the best oil. So I'm not going to throw this away or anything. I am going to alternate between the two, but primarily, like 90% of the time, I'm going to stick with the coconut oil. Now, a lot of people don't like the coconut oil because it is solid, of course. So you can see there, you can see my little spoon marks. See, I've been good. A lot of people do not like this because it is like basically taking a chunk of lard and putting it in your mouth. It's still kind of solid and it grosses people out. Well, it bugged me at first, which is why I tried the sesame oil, but after tasting the sesame oil, I realized it didn't bug me that bad. So I immediately went back to this. So I've been using this pretty much the whole week except for 1 day, but my sister has stuck with the sesame oil because that's the only oil I bought her, and she actually likes the taste of sesame oil. She's used it on like her salads before. So I guess I have two kind of different perspectives I can report for you. She says that she notices with the sesame oil that she says it feels kind of slimy in her mouth, and she says she feels like it might even be yellowing her teeth in a way because the oil's yellow, and she says even after she brushes her teeth with the organic non-fluoride toothpaste, by the way, she says after she brushes her teeth she'll notice like just a little bit of kind of yellow oil hanging around by her gums. So she's almost nervous that it could eventually yellow her teeth. It hasn't yet, but she just notices that it hangs around a little bit even after she brushes, and she's kind of scared that that's gonna like over time yellow her teeth. So I recommended that she go with the coconut if she's scared about that. I also just think the coconut, even though it is solid at first, it melts pretty quick, and it's not a problem. How I told you she had kind of that dry socket or that open abscess type thing in the back of her mouth, she says she does notice that that is starting to heal. So I had kind of mentioned I wasn't sure if it was safe to do this with an open wound, and apparently it's starting to heal it. So she still has to go to the dentist and get that taken care of. I definitely don't recommend this in lieu of dental care, but it's just something added you can do for your oral health. So she has done the sesame oil. She has done the non-fluoride toothpaste for a week. She reports that her teeth feel stronger. She says her gums look pinker and healthier, and that her gums just feel kind of, I guess, firmer, if that makes sense. When your teeth are rotting, how your gums are kind of loose around them, I guess. She says she feels like they're firmer. I'm not sure exactly what that means. Maybe you do. But she says her teeth feel harder, her gums feel firmer, and they look like pinker and healthier, and her kind of abscess in the back of her mouth seems to be healing. So her overall, after the 1 week experiment, she is going to continue doing this, which I'm so excited about because that was my #1 goal, is to get her like hooked on this and hope and pray that long term it will give her some results. So what I'm going to do today is I'm actually going to buy her the coconut oil because I just think it will be a more pleasant experience for her. her, and she won't have to worry about the yellow oil causing her teeth to eventually turn yellow. So that's her report. Alright, so my report is actually somewhat similar to hers, and I have been using coconut oil. What I found is that I basically in the morning, I get up, and before I do anything, I just put like a spoonful in my mouth, and I set my timer on my iPad, and I get ready for the morning. I do my makeup and stuff. And by the time I'm done with my makeup and hair, it's time to spit it out and brush my teeth. It is gross at first. Like I said, it's like a chunk of lard almost because it's solid. But what I do is I get up, I take my spoonful of oil, and I put it in my mouth, and I press it between the roof of my mouth and my tongue. I just stick my tongue to the roof of my mouth, and I don't move. I just hold my mouth still, because if you move your mouth around on the hard oil, it's kind of gross. So I just like press it to the roof of my mouth, and I wash my face. And by the time I'm done washing my face, it has liquefied and melted, and then I start the swishing. So that's kind of what I found is helpful. I have noticed massive difference in the whiteness of my teeth. I don't know if you can tell, or if you've watched some of my videos in the past. Not that my teeth were ever yellow, because I take very good care of them, but I have definitely noticed my teeth are whiter, they are cleaner. There's no, like, you know how sometimes you'll have like kind of bumpy or hard kind of deposits or buildup on the back of your teeth. There's none of that. It's like gone. They really are whiter, and they feel kind of exactly like my sister said. They feel just kind of stronger, and my gums also look healthier. They're kind of just pinker. My mouth feels good. This is also supposed to like cure halitosis, and not that I have bad breath, but you know, after a long day of work, if you're not chewing gum or anything, your breath, I guess, isn't fresh or whatever. I've noticed my breath just kind of being, it stays fresher longer after I brush. I don't know if that makes sense, but, you know, instead of brushing it a couple hours later, having to pop some gum or something, I'm noticing that I don't really have to do that, and it's just staying kind of fresher longer. So I'm definitely noticing a whitening aspect, and I feel it could just be placebo effect. I don't know, but I feel like my teeth are just stronger, and just overall I'm noticing some good changes in my oral health. Now, it's going to be a long time till I go to the dentist next, but the last time I went to the dentist, they noticed a spot that was like the start of a cavity, and they said they were just going to watch it. So the next time I do go, I'm going to make sure I ask them about the spot and see if we have any improvements or if it's gotten worse or whatever. That's going to be like 6 months though. So my overall kind of, is this worth doing? I'm going to keep doing this. I thought I would do this 1 week and then stop, because my motivation for doing this was just to get my sister interested. But I'm going to stick with this. I think for something that costs, you know, $6, $7, takes 20 minutes of your time, if it gives you any benefits at all, you know, if it's making your teeth whiter even, I think it's worth it just for that. White strips hurt my teeth. White strips peel off layers of your teeth, and it's not healthy. So if I can have kind of a natural way to whiten my teeth, this is what I'm going to go for every single time. So I don't know if maybe it was the non-fluoride toothpaste. That could also have something to do with it. So if you kind of want to see if you have the results, make sure you have the non-fluoride toothpaste as well as the oil. So that's just kind of my 1 week experiment. I have decided after 1 week I'm going to keep doing this in the morning. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to stick to it for the rest of my life or anything like that, but at least for another week, maybe a month, I'm going to keep doing this in the mornings, because it's not a pain. It's not something that takes a lot of effort, and it's not something that, you know, gets in the way. I just kind of do this while I'm doing my makeup. And so because it's not a big deal, and because it's not a lot of money or a huge exertion of energy to do, because of that, I think that even if it has a small benefit, I think it's worth it. So that's just my update. I haven't noticed anything amazing like with my skin or my energy, nothing like that. But I do notice a difference in my mouth, and I think that's the point. So that's just my kind of overall weekly check-in. I'm going to keep doing this, and hopefully we'll see if I continue to like it or if I decide to stop. I don't know, but I'm going to keep doing this as long as I decide I need to. So let me know if you're doing this. I know some of you are doing this with me, so let me know if you've noticed anything. Have you had any good positive changes? What have you noticed? Nothing? Just let me know, share below, and I will talk to you ladies later. Bye!